this is Bree from Canine Perspective with one of our board and trains, Taco. In this video, we'll be going over the commands that he's already learned. So we'll start off with the heel command. Again, the heel command means walk with me, stay with me, and sit when I stop. So you want to always start off with your left leg. Taco heel. So it should look like this. He should follow. So he started to veer to my right. So as I kept walking, I pulled him towards my left and tapped simultaneously to get him back on my left side. So he should follow every single step, like heel. So if you take one step, he should be following that one step. If I pivot around, he should pivot around as well. So here he came in front of me, so I'm going to do is tap, tap. And tap with leash pressure to get him back in alignment with my left leg. Move him around. There. Okay, so every step I should take, he should be following. Again, I'll correct this. Tap, tap, tap. Good. I'll take this for now. So with the heel command, since he's already in a sitting position, if I need him to stay in this position, what I would do, okay, we're going to raise it to 60. Tap, 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 around, there. Alright, so if he's sitting and I need him to stay in this position, what I'm going to do is take my left hand, stay, wave in front of his face, with my right leg, pivot out in front, tap, 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 tap. Good, so as you can see, he tried to get up. All I did was I stopped moving, pull up with leash, pull up with the leash a little bit to give guidance, and tap with the remote. So yeah, as you can see, after the correction, tap, tap, bit 64, tap. So if he swivels around but his butt stays down, that's okay, as long as he just doesn't get up and move. As long as he doesn't get up and move, then that's fine. You could use this command on walks. So let's say he poops, you need to pick it up. You can put him in the stay and then pick it up, come back to him, heel, walk to a garbage can, put him in a stay, walk to the garbage, throw it out, come back, anything like that. Or you can practice it at red lights as well. While you're waiting to cross. The next command that we'll go over is the place command. So, stay. So you'll see here, so this is a placemat we've been using for Taco. He's anticipating, so I corrected him for that. So the place command, it's any perimeter, so it could be a dog bed, towel, yoga mat, anything like that that has a clear perimeter around it. So if I send him, Taco, place, tap, tap. Good, so he should stay there until I give him the release word, which in this case is break. So if I want him to get off, Taco, break, and he's free to go, or since he's on break, he can stay there as well. You want to be careful not to use the sit command or down command while he's on place, because if you place him and then use one of those two commands, it's no longer place. It is then a sit or a down, whichever you issued as the command. So then you'd have to reinforce if Taco were to get up from that position. You'd have to really be on that and making sure that he's going with the command, because if you just let it go because you meant for him to just stay on there, he doesn't he doesn't make that connection. It has, like, he's trained to know that, like, place is place, sit is sit, down is down, all of that. So this could be useful if maybe you're trying to clean at home and you need him, like, out of the way. You could put him on place, or let's say you're having someone over and you don't want Taco all over the place bothering them. You can put him on place with a toy or something, and have him stay there and out of the way. The next command I'll go over is the sit command. So we kind of already went over it a bit with this day. How we teach it is with so if he's in a standing position, light pressure up, and then release all pressure from remote e-collar once he sits. Our sit command also has an implied stay with it. So if he were to get up, tap, tap, tap. So all you do to correct if he breaks his hold is stop moving, pull up lightly with the leash pressure, and then tap to get him to put his butt back down. The next command is the down command. Break. Here. So for this, Taco down. So here, since he's not getting it, I'm going to give him some extra guidance with light pressure going down and back on his shoulders. So you want to do this when he's in a sitting position. It's easier to do than from a standing position. Tap, tap, tap. Good. Good. So same thing. So tap. You can also use leash pressure. Good. So if he gets up, you just tap, tap. Good. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap. Break. So this command can be practiced. Let's say you want to go to the park and read a book. You don't want him pulling all over. You just want him to stay still. You could put him in a down at your feet and hold onto the leash, or have it so down. So what I like to do is, if I have my dog in a down position and I want them to stay there and be stationary, especially if I'm not going to keep a very close eye on them the whole time, I'll step on the leash like this, because if they do get up, I can immediately feel the tension there and correct it when I need to. You could also use this you could also use a down command. Let's say you're going out to brunch and you're sitting at a table and you need him to not be like begging or jumping all over. You could down him at your feet, again having your foot on the leash, or since if you can't have it in your hand, what you could do is step on it. What I like to do sometimes even is wrap it around my foot and step on it like this, so that I can, you can enjoy your meal and not have to worry about it. And again, you'll feel if he gets up, and then if he does get up and you feel it, He doesn't have that much leash where he's going all over, getting tangled in the chairs or anything. All you have to do is you could use either tap, if he doesn't get it with the tap, use your hand with light pressure going down and back on his shoulders to get him back down into position. And then in a separate video, we will go over the recall command, since that is a two-person thing to go over. But other than that, Taco is doing pretty well with his commands. His heel looks great. It could be tightened up a little bit. The only other thing that he would really need work on would be the duration part of the commands, since, as you saw, like, he kept breaking a lot. But it's an easy fix. It just takes consistency and time. So look at him there. Break. Hi, this is Bree from Canine Perspective. With Enrique, we'll be doing Taco's overview video for the recall part. So recall is also known as the come and call command. So we have a 30-foot long leash that I have the end to with Taco's remote, and then Enrique has Taco on a short leash. So he's going to walk to the leash's extent, and then I will go over how we teach the command.
I think maybe next.
So for the recall command, so Taco's in a sitting position with Enrique. What I'm going to do, how we first teach it is leash pressure a little bit, just enough for him to feel it, and then tap and take 3 steps back, and he should come towards you. If he doesn't make it all the way, move in the opposite direction from him, going backwards, and tap until he makes his way over to you. You want him to land in your general vicinity, so about like 2 to 3 feet. You don't want to have to walk up to him and then praise him because he didn't complete the command. You want him to be like right on you almost. If he were to pass you, you would just turn and face him, move backwards, tap, and repeat that process. So it should look like this. Tap, tap. So he's kind of veering off to the side, so I'm going to move back, tap, tap, and then hold and wait. Good. Break. So it doesn't matter what side he lands on, as long as he's close to me and around me. Oops. That wasn't good. So after we drill it out for a bit that way without saying the command, then we layer in the command once he starts coming over to us more easily. So it's the same process. So it would go from leash pressure to tapping, moving back, to no leash pressure, tapping and walking backwards, and then saying the command, tapping and moving backwards. So we're going to do that. So tap or come, tap, tap, tap. Good. Good boy. Break. Good. Break. Good, so we'll do this one more time. Taco, come, tap, tap. So he's veering off here, so we're gonna move this way, tap, tap, tap. Great, good. Break. To make this command while you're practicing it more challenging, what you could do is have the other handler start walking away, and then when I give the recall command, you should see Taco turn around and come back to me, but you might also see him kind of get confused and want to stick with Enrique more because he's thinking that the tap might mean heel and to stay closer to Enrique. But we can work through that with the long leash and being able to guide him back with leash pressure.
All right, I'll start. I got pants on.
Good. So Taco did get a little confused there, and he wanted to stick more with Enrique. But then with the leash pressure, with the leash pressure, he figured it out. So for the recall command, that's basically what it looks like. You could use this obviously when he's off leash after going through the correct exercises like this and practicing it, making sure he has it down. It's really helpful in emergency situations, especially with the e-collar. It helps break through any type of maybe fear response you might have, like if a firework randomly goes off, or maybe like a loud car or something, or a loud noise that might scare him and might make him run off. Using the e-collar, you can make him come back to you, just like we did here. It's also like helpful if he's going towards a situation he shouldn't, like maybe he's chasing a ball or a squirrel into the street, and you can use this command to call him back to you. Another way you can practice this is if you know that he has a really high prey drive, you can take him out to a park. Maybe there's a lot of squirrels. You can have him on the long leash, let him go jump at the squirrels or do whatever, let him do his dog thing, chasing stuff, and then randomize how many times you call him. If you see him starting to stick to you more and not wanting to leave when you say break, I would probably lay off of it for a bit and just work on getting him more comfortable, like leaving your side, because if you drill it out too much, he's gonna not want to leave because he's already anticipating that you're gonna call him so many times. So I think that's a really great way to practice. If you know he has a big distraction, then I would definitely use that to your advantage.